What's up, gang? Welcome to module number 7 of the Fat to Fit Coach Foundations of Nutrition course. That's right, you've made it to the end, module number 7. In module number 7, we're going to go over some frequently asked questions and debunk some common nutrition myths, okay? Starting off, I get a ton of questions about nutrition and what works best. And we've gone over, in the past 6 modules, pretty much all that information, right? Everything I've gathered here, guys, is just problems and issues that I've seen arise when people try to diet, okay? And in this last module, I'm gonna just answer some more specific questions that you guys probably have after going through all this information. What foods should I eat? Well, guys, if you remember back, we talked a lot about eating what you want. And that's what foods you should be eating, is what you prefer, what you like to eat, because that's gonna help you adhere the best. And whatever you can adhere to the best is going to be the best for you, because it's gonna fit your lifestyle and it's gonna be easy. Can I eat out at restaurants? Absolutely, guys. The beauty of tracking your macros, if you remember back to module 4, is that you can eat wherever and whatever you want as long as you are adhering to that macro budget, okay? So with that said, going out to a restaurant, you just log the food in MyFitnessPal. Maybe, it's not the most accurate, maybe you don't have an exact match to it, but get somewhere close and just take away from your budget. So you are more than able to eat at whatever restaurants you want. But I want you guys to know that when you do eat at restaurants, you need to be careful and watch your fats. Restaurants are trying to sell food, they're trying to make yummy food, and what makes yummy food is adding fat to it. And so just keep in mind that if you're going to a restaurant, the things that you'd have there that you could make at home are probably just gonna be a little bit higher in fat, guys. But other than that, you can go to any restaurant and make good choices that stick to the plan that you've created for yourself. Can I consume alcohol? Yes, you guys can totally consume alcohol. If you remember back to module number 3, macronutrients, we talked about that 4th macro, alcohol. It's 7 calories per gram, so it is very calorically dense, right? You don't get a lot. It's liquid. It's not going to fill you up, and it's got a lot of calories in it. And to top that off, guys, alcohol is going to act like a poison for our body. It causes cancer, and there's not really any known benefits to it other than just relaxation and enjoyment, right? And so I think that if you guys are able to challenge yourselves, this is a great time to cut alcohol from your diet. It's only going to help speed up your results. Now, if you absolutely can't do that and you want to integrate alcohol into your diet, you absolutely can. Again, that's the beauty of tracking macros, is that you get to eat what you want. How many calories should you be eating? So if you guys remember back to module number 4, we talked about calculating our macros. And so we use that BMR, that basal metabolic rating, to figure out how many calories our body burns at rest. Then we factor in our activity level and we figured out those calories. If you guys have questions about that, you can absolutely message me and I'm more than happy to help you figure out your calories. What time should I be eating? Well, again, when we talk about tracking our macros, guys, we talk about that flexibility to eat whenever you want, right? The best time to eat is what works best with your lifestyle, right? So don't try to fit a square peg into a round hole. If you know that you just aren't gonna make it in time to get up to make a big old breakfast, that's okay. Make that swap. Have that protein shake and maybe that piece of fruit instead, right? Something quick and easy. And then you can use that budget, those macro budgets, later on in the day to make up for it. But you absolutely don't have any specific time you need to eat, and there's no time that you can't eat. Whatever works best for you. How many meals should I eat each day? Well, again, guys, it comes down to preference. So if you know that you can't eat 6 meals a day and maybe 3 meals a day is better for you, then that's going to be your best choice, okay? Now, there is a line where, if you're only eating 1 meal a day, it's probably going to be really, really hard to hit your macros for the day. So we do want to space that out. I don't think you should need anything more than 3 meals and a snack for the day to hit your macros. But if you want to space those out into smaller meals and you have the ability to, that is absolutely okay. How do you read nutrition labels? labels. So if you guys look up here, you'll see this nutrition label. What I want you guys to prioritize and focus on when you see that nutrition label is first the calories, then the fat, then the carbs, and then the protein. If you take a look at all those numbers, just keep those in mind because those are the numbers that are going to coincide to your daily budget. Things like the ingredients, the sodium, the sugar, all those things you don't really need to worry about as long as you're hitting that daily calorie budget. Will carbs make me gain weight? No, carbs will not make you gain weight, guys. As long as you are adhering to that daily carb budget you have, you're not going to gain any weight from it. The only thing that'll make you gain weight is eating more calories than your body needs. Why did my weight go up? Your weight can go up for a number of variables that have nothing to do with gaining any fat. And so things like how much water you drank, how well you slept, how much weight in actual food you ate play a big role in the weight you see on that scale daily. When we talk about weight, we want to look at it from a long-term perspective, guys. We want to see those changes over time to know that we're moving in the right direction. We don't want to look down at that scale every morning and then associate that with a feeling or acting like that is somehow part of us, right? That is just currently the weight you're at. If you stepped on that scale a couple hours later, it would be different, right? And so your weight fluctuates daily, right? There's times in the day when your weight is higher and times when it is lower. So don't get caught up in what that number is actually every day. Just really focus on weighing yourself, writing it down, and then forgetting about it and looking at it every couple weeks. That covers all the frequently asked questions that I get about how to be successful when we're flexible dieting, tracking our macros, and trying to live a sustainable, healthy lifestyle. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to reach out to me. Shoot me an email or a message, and I'm more than happy to answer whatever questions you guys may have. I hope you enjoyed module number 7, frequently asked questions.